Hey class, we're ready for our next assignment. This one is on theological reflection. Theological reflection is what you will be doing most out in ministry, working in a parish, being a theologian, whatever you're going to do, you'll be doing a lot of theological reflection. Theological reflection is basically connecting the teachings of the church, what God tells us, with our lives. It's the point of ministry. There are two big ways that we'll be using theological reflection at Aquinas, and we're going to start with just one way. So here's the example. Picture this. You're working in a parish. You've been asked to give a day-long workshop on the war in Iraq. What now? The war in Iraq. What now? Really, you could write books and books on the subject, right? Who knows? The war in Iraq, what now? There's a million opinions on it. Exactly. This is why it's such a great exercise. I'm not going to grade you on how that comes out, how your final day of reflection, whether it sounds good or not. I'm going to grade you on, can you use the Whiteheads model correctly, step by step, to come up with what you should say in a workshop like this. So, for Monday, I want you to read the Whiteheads definition of theological reflection. It's linked down there. It's the first so many pages of a book that they wrote on theological method. And write me a short little paper on what is their method for theological reflection. That is, it can be just bullet points, doesn't even need to be sentences. You do A, B, and C, and then you do this, and then you move to step 3, which is this. So just outline so I know that you know what this method is all about. Then, for Thursday, so you could think of this as the assignment for Monday, or go ahead and do it on the weekend if you have more time. I want you to be informed somewhat about the church's position on this topic so that we can talk somewhat intelligently about it. Now, I've given you down here some places to start. There's a link to some U.S. bishops' documents on the subject of the war in Iraq. There's also a link to some relevant material in the Catechism of the Catholic Church about war in general. And then there's a third link of a document the U.S. Catholic bishops wrote back in the 80s that's really a classic on a theological analysis of war and what are the important things to keep in mind as we're trying to think about the morality, the ethics of war. So anyway, the war in Iraq, what now? Read Whiteheads, write me something about what is their method, and then come to class ready to discuss it, okay? And I really look forward to meeting you on Wednesday night. So until then, God bless, and if you have questions, put them in the forum. I'll be looking for them.